Hello there. I'm Karen Del Maestro, health coach, breast cancer survivor, and bounce back expert. And today I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Today I want to talk about how toxins might be secretly affecting your body and your health. Now, why is this even relevant, right? You hear so much about toxins. They are everywhere. And I don't want you to just think about toxins as in chemicals or pollution or things like that. Sometimes when we think about toxins, that's what we think about. I want you to think about everyday things that you use in your life, products, food, air fresheners, cleaning materials, all of these things, like everyday things that we use in our life and how they may be affecting your health. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I was powerfully reminded of this information quite recently when on July 27th of 2020, yes, amidst COVID, I went in for surgery. And that surgery was to remove breast implants that have been placed as part of my breast reconstruction post breast cancer and post double mastectomy. And what I did not know going into this surgery was whether or not removing these toxins was going to have an effect on my body or not. You may say, Karen, isn't it obvious? But it isn't, and I'll tell you why. Because many of the things that I was experiencing, things like chronic fatigue, weight gain, brain fog, headaches, joint pain in my shoulders, my hips, my ankles, everywhere, my whole body hurt. Vision issues, skin issues, like my skin was so dull, I was breaking out all the time. Digestive issues. Like I was actually so swollen, I couldn't even wear my wedding ring. Like I could visibly see how swollen and inflamed my body was. But here's the thing, all of those symptoms that I just described could be also side effects of the cancer medication that I'm on. Now, you may not be on cancer medication, and you may be experiencing some or many of those symptoms. Like when I talk about digestive issues, things like gas and bloating and diarrhea, constipation, skin issues. Is your skin dull? Are you breaking out? Are you dealing with adult acne? Are you oily? Are you dry? Vision issues. Do you have inflammation in your eyes? Are you finding that your autoimmune is being triggered, or are you finding it for the first time? Weight gain. Like sometimes we think that we just gain weight because we're getting older. Not necessarily the case. Yes, if you're eating more, especially in this COVID quarantine, stay-at-home kind of world. But sometimes what happens is we go into perimenopause, menopause, then it's how our body is reacting to hormones that are in these toxic chemicals that's causing that additional weight gain. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit further for you. But I want to know, are you experiencing any of those things? And saying, and just accepting it as, am I supposed to feel like this? Am I feeling off? Am I feeling bizarre? Like, because sometimes these things creep on, right? And we don't always realize. Well, life does not have to feel like that. And as I said, I was powerfully reminded of that because here I am. And as I'm recording this, I'm just 6 weeks post-surgery. My chronic fatigue gone, completely gone. Weight gain, I've lost 15 pounds in 6 weeks without trying, without changing how I'm eating, without doing anything there. Literally by just removing these objects that my body was seeing as toxic in my body. It didn't know what to do with it, right? Joint pain, gone. Whoop, whoop. So happy about that. Brain fog, gone. Headaches, gone. Vision issues, gone. You can see how my eyes are shining again. I didn't mention sex drive. Sex drive, even though I have no boobs, I feel more confident and sexy in my skin than I have in a long time. So Skin issues are cleared up. I didn't have digestive issues, although I know many people do. But all of those things were gone in just 6 weeks by removing something that my body perceived as toxic, as something that should not be there. So that begs a question, right? It makes you wonder what these daily toxins are doing to your body. It may not be quite as extreme as mine, but I guarantee you, think about these things that we do every day. Do we shower every day? Do we use deodorant? Do we use shampoo, conditioner, body lotion? Are you washing your face? Are you cleaning your house? How many times a day are you washing your hands right now? These are all places that toxins can be entering into our bodies. I hope I've got some wheels turning here, because this is the deal, right? And I'm going to go into a little bit what toxins can do to our body. I'm not going to go too sciencey. By the way, you want me to go sciencey, I'll go sciencey, but I have studied under an environmental toxin expert so that I can break this down into simpler steps. And trust me, I'm no scientist. So there's even some of the sciencey stuff where I need some help. But there's no reason to go there, because we can really break it down into super simple, easy steps. And that's what I'm here to help you do. Because you know what? Most of us are overwhelmed. Most of us are feeling bogged down. Most of us are exhausted because of toxins in our body. So, and on top of these physical toxins, what about the stress? Stress is so often, I call it the forgotten toxin. And I don't know anybody in this world right now who isn't dealing with stress. So these are all things that we need to be considering and thinking about. Is this serving me? Is this really working for my body? Or is it harming me? And the honest truth is, these toxins are harming you. They're affecting your health in a really negative, detrimental way. So let me dive into that a little bit. Like I said, not getting too sciencey here. We don't need that. But I want you to consider these three things, right? Toxins in our body can lead to a compromised immune system. Now, more than ever in this world of COVID-19, we need to be, especially as now we're going into the fall, as I'm putting this, like it's a time when traditionally we're thinking about flu, allergies, colds, getting sick, getting run down as we go into holiday stress and things like that. This becomes even more important right now. Okay, so thinking about how can we boost that immune system? Well, one of those ways is eliminating toxins in our body. Okay, our bodies naturally detoxify. That's what our liver and kidneys are meant to do. So when they're not gunked up. But for most of us, they're gunked up because we just keep piling on these toxins again and again and again. And if like me, you are interested in lowering your risk of breast cancer, for me, reducing that risk of reoccurrence is at the top of the list for my health goals. And I made myself a promise that I was going to do everything that I could to do that. And that's why I want to talk to you about toxins, because these are things that I can do. And I've seen those results. I've seen those things go away in just 6 weeks from removing those implants, and reminding me how powerful removing these toxins really is when it comes to our health and well-being. I feel like I've been given my life back. I seriously do. And I don't minimize that, because I never imagined that I'd have this much energy again. I never imagined that I'd actually be able to think clearly again. So it's so powerful. And to know that I'm going into the full boosting my immune system by helping my body detoxify and not piling on those extra toxins, I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one. Check, done. So number two, the other thing that toxins can affect are our hormones. Okay, many products, like our skincare products, your hair products, your bath products, soaps, things like that, many of them contain what's called endocrine disrupting chemicals. Endocrine meaning hormone. So if these chemicals are affecting our hormones, and for me, my breast cancer was hormone receptive, what do you think is going to happen? These toxins, even in tiny doses, and studies have been done, you know, they always say that the dose makes a difference, and yes, it does. But that depends on what we're talking about. And our hormones are extremely sensitive, extremely sensitive. And by the way, what I didn't tell you before, hot flashes, almost gone. Mood swings, gone. Most of I didn't even mention anxiety. I had horrible anxiety all day long. It's gone, like just gone, by removing these toxins. So, you know, often I think as we're going into perimenopause and menopause is one of the side effects of most breast cancer treatments, by the way. Like we feel like we should just accept all of these things. We should just accept the hot flashes and the mood swings and the anxiety. And that is not the case. When we can do something about what we are using in our environment, what we're putting on our bodies, and helping our bodies, like giving them the help and support that they need to support us every single day the way that they do, right? I'm grateful for my body and the vessel that it is and how it has taken me through all of these things that I've been through, especially in the past 7 years. So the third thing I want to talk about today is chronic inflammation. And all of these toxins cause that. All of them. Anything in the body that the body doesn't know what to do with. If you think of it like a wheel that's just wearing away, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like trying to figure out what do I do with something, like with processed foods. The body doesn't know what to do with it. So it just holds on to it. So same with all of these other chemicals. So as it's holding on to it, it's becoming more and more inflamed, more and more agitated by, I don't know what to do with these chemicals. So, and chronic inflammation, and I tell you, my hands were swollen. Like I knew I could feel it all throughout my body. My body was completely inflamed. And sometimes we don't have that feeling. Sometimes it's just what's going on the inside. But more often than not, you're going to be dealing with belly bloat. More often than not, you're going to be dealing with weight gain. More often than not, you're going to be dealing with joint pain and muscle aches. Brain fog, also a sign of inflammation. So many different things. But inflammation, chronic inflammation, because there is an inflammatory response in the body that is normal and acceptable and good and what we need, but it's chronic inflammation. It's that inflammation that goes on for a long period of time is the root cause of all disease, including cancer, including diabetes, including heart disease, including autoimmune. The list goes on and on. So it makes sense that we would want to minimize that inflammation in our body, right? Knowing that. So if you're interested in being healthy at all, something that we need to be thinking about. So having said all of that, what do we do about these toxins, right? Because it is a big subject. And like I said before, it can get kind of sciencey in there, I know. So here's what I've done. And I was prompted to do this after my reminder, after going through what I've been through and getting these implants out of my body and letting my body actually start to function the way that it's supposed to again. This is what I was reminded of, is that I can break this down for you. I can break this down for you into easy, doable little tasks. And so here's where I want to invite you. I want to invite you to join me for a 5-day introduction to reducing toxins, the easy way. We're keeping it simple over here. So what is this? It's free. Number one, no excuse not to show up. It's going to be less than 15 minutes a day. So even if you're crazy busy, even if the kids are home and you're working from home, even if this time of year is not easy for you, I'm going to urge you to please join me. It's an introduction. I'm going to show you where to find these toxins. I'm going to show you 5 products that you can change easily. And even if you're on a budget, okay, I want you to know that I understand this. We are also on a budget. I've been going through breast cancer. Trust me. And I get, in this world of COVID, like so many of us have lost jobs or on furloughed or so many things, right, economically. So this introduction is free. Okay, that's my gift to you. So join me, 5-day introduction to reducing toxins the easy way. We're going to look for where they are, 5 products that you can replace inexpensively, super important. And also 3 ways that you can start to remove these toxins from your body, because things that go in, if we're not helping them come out, then they're going to be stuck in the body. What does that mean? Inflammation, weight gain, brain fog, chronic fatigue, all of these things. So one of the things that I want you to know, if you are just feeling off, if you're feeling, just blah, you get out of bed and you're tired, even though you may have slept, I want you to think about this, because toxins could be the cause. They're certainly not helping. Let's put it that way. Even if it's not causing what's going on with you, they are not helping. So whether you're a breast cancer survivor looking to reduce your risk of recurrence, whether you are a BRCA gene carrier, which I also am, super, super important if you are looking to reduce your risk. This is an element that we need to be looking at in your life. And maybe you're just feeling these things and you've had enough of it and you want to start feeling healthier and more vibrant and get your mojo back, right? So I invite you to join me. I'm going to pop all the details down below. 5-day introduction to reducing toxins the easy way, and it's free. So all you have to lose, some chronic inflammation, some weight, some headaches, some fatigue. I'm not going to keep going. I've been through this with you guys. So please, I invite you to join me. Information down below. And let's get you feeling good going into this fall, going into the holiday season, to boost your immune, to reduce that inflammation, and to help balance out and even out those hormones a bit. Yes, this can even affect mood swings. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed, because obviously I'm excited because I feel so good and I just want to sprinkle that all over you, because that's what prompted me to do this. So hop on it right away. Don't wait. And I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching me today. I'm Karen Del Maestro. You can visit my website over at karendelmaestro.com. That's Karen with an I, Karin. And all the information is over there. Or if you want to find out about other ways that you can work with me, you can visit over there too. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you on this 5-day intro to reducing toxins. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.